big project because today is Saturday and I generally build some big projects on Saturday. So today we are going to build a complete employee management system with mean stack. Mean means MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node.js. So it will be a complete employee management system. So let's get started and let me share my screen. Okay. If you're able to see my screen, yeah, so we are going to do it from the scratch. I don't even have that right now shown, so let's get started. So the first thing which I want to tell is that okay, let me tell one thing, that you need to install, we are going to install MongoDB locally in this. So I have done a lot of videos about having this MongoDB installed through the Atlas, MongoDB Atlas, but today we need to go do it through here. So here what you need to do when you are in this site, you have to go to this products and there's community server you have to go. Okay, and you have to download this. So I have already downloaded this, so I'm not going to do it again, but I want to tell some of the things which if you're following this it will come. So first thing is that, see, when this thing comes, so you install MongoDB as a service and run it from the choose this thing. Don't run it from the local, but it will actually run local, but run it like this. Okay, this is one thing which you need to choose. And the other thing is which you need to do is I want you to install MongoDB Atlas also like this. So it will give, so you have to tick mark here and install the MongoDB Atlas. So this is what we have to do. So once the MongoDB Atlas will also be installed, so MongoDB Atlas, so it is installed. MongoDB Compass, not Atlas, sorry, MongoDB Compass we will install, and it will run locally. So, and then I will connect it. So you don't have to give any URL. So with Compass, what happens if you have something on the cloud, you can give the cloud string also. So I have a lot of thing on the MongoDB Atlas, which is the cloud version of MongoDB. So I can connect, I can give that here and give connect it from there. But if I don't give anything and just connect, it will connect locally on, and it will run on the port 27017. It will run, and I have a lot of databases here, so it is very easy. Okay, so those things we have done. So now what we are going to do, we are going to start with the backend first, and then we'll go to the front end. So let me make it mkdir, and it will be mean app cd mean app. So I'm doing it from the beginning only. So yeah, okay, let me open it in another also, because we need it for the front end part. Front end and back end part will be different. So first thing which I will do is mkdir back, and I'll do, okay, and then cd backend I'll do, and I'll give everything as it is. So it's much better to give a npm init minus y command. I'll give, and it will just create everything with whatever initial it is there. And then after that I have to we are going to install something, so let us also install those things. So what I'm going to install in it, so package.json is created, express, body parser, mongoose, node1, and course I'm going to install. Okay, so let it get installed. Okay, it is taking time. Yeah, so it is done. So I will start my VS Code. I think I will start my VS Code from one directory below, because we are going to have a front end also. So that's why front end means after the back end we are going to have front end. Okay, so this is done, and we have this backend folder is there inside this node modules, and all those things are there. But let me not do some mistake, because I had done this mistake earlier. So we have to create some file inside it. So we are going to do db.js file. Okay, so it is now done. So in the db.js file we are going to have the db. So we are going to have everything a bit separate, much modular approach. So yeah, this is okay. So I want to have the font a bit bigger so that it's much easier to view on mobile also. So const mongoose equal to require mongoose I will do first, then mongoose dot connect, and this see MongoDB localhost I have to take like this, and then after that 27017, as I've told, MongoDB runs on that. And I will take a database name. So let me take a database name which is not this. See, I already have some of them are there. Okay, let me take a database name as, so whatever I'll take, it will create it, or you should not create it earlier. Yeah, whatever I give it here, mean db, it will create it like that. Okay, so it is much better to do it like this. Then I will give, and like this, if not of or, then console log db connection successful, and else error in connection plus, or I will give. So the error is there, so we'll give the error, and then we have to export it. Module dot exports equal to mongoose. Just this mongoose, we are just exporting this. Module dot export equal to mongoose I have done. Okay, I think it is very small. Let me increase the font size even bigger, so that it is very good on the mobile. Okay, so that people can watch on the mobile also. Okay, so node, let me do one thing, nodemon. Actually we're going to change this. So with nodemon we can just do like this db.js. So as you might know, what the difference between nodemon and just writing with node is that nodemon, if some changes will be there, it will re-trigger the backend, or else you have to do it with hand, close it, and okay. Oh, what happened? Why it is giving nodemon is not found? Okay, actually it is way too big. But actually nodemon was there. nodemon db.js. Why it is giving nodemon? I know the issue. What is the issue? Getting issue in the starting only. Mean app, and we're in the correct folder actually. And dependencies. Main is index.js. Do we have the index.js? Okay, we what we are going to do, we are, but it is giving me error that nodemon command not found. Okay, we'll do like this, db.js. Yeah, so it is doing like this. Maybe I don't know why it is not coming. Okay, db connection successful. I think today I have to do like this, node db.js. It's a very bad way to do it. Actually, what will happen now, I have to do it every time. Means I have to close it, whatever. If I do some changes, I have to close it and do it every time. I don't know why node mon, maybe spell mistake or something is there, I don't know. Oh, it's okay, we'll do it like this. But db connection is successful. The main thing is that db connection is successful. Okay, so no issue, db connection is successful for us. We'll run through node only. Okay, so the next thing which we are going to do is to create a index.js. So that is a file which will be holding everything. So here only I'll do index.js. I'll create an index.js file, and here first const express equal to require express. Actually, body parser we don't need. Actually, I have done body parser, but nowadays there is something known as express.json. So I'm not going to body parser. So body parser is the old thing which I have just learned. I was doing some express.js interview question and I have learned this thing. Cause const mongoose equal. So we are going to use the mongoose which is there in the local db.js like this, and then const app equal to express, and app dot use express dot json. I have to do. So as I was telling earlier, what we used to do body parser.json. Now it is express.json. We can directly do it like this. So we don't need the body parser nowadays. App dot use cos and origin. Okay, so origin I'm right now giving origin of a local host. Because why I'm giving the origin of a local host? Because our angular app, we're going to create the angular app is going to run on this 4200. It is going to run here, so I'm going to give that, and then I'm going to do app dot listen 3000 comma like this, and console.log server started at port 3000 like this. Now as we all know, nodemon is not running. So if nodemon would run, I would have done nodemon index.js, but nodemon is not been done, so I will do node index.js the earlier way. And see, both of them are successful. Server started also, and db connection also is been done. So both of them are working fine. So now whenever we connect through the database, so we have a model file. Okay, so through the model file we are going to connect. So we are going to have employee.js I'm going to have, and then const. So we are I'm going to create a model, and it is required. It is required when we connect to the database always. Okay, mongoose equal to require mongoose. Okay, then const employee, as we are creating an employee management system. So like this, employee mongoose or model employee, and then we have to give the model. Okay, we are going to have a name is of type string. So this is something which we give string required. Okay, I don't want the required actually, comma 2 times name, position is of type string, and department is of type string, and then module dot exports equal to employee. Save it. Now we are going to create the routes. So routes, so this is the in this project what I'm going to do, see, most of the time most people create everything in index.js, but we are creating everything in different files, and then we will bring it to the index.js. This is how the production projects work. Okay, so we are going to do, so hello Makhan. So okay, so this we have done. Now let's create a routes.js file I'll create, and here again express I need, and const router equal to express dot router, and then const employee equal to require. So I want this employee.js, so dot employee dot js dot employee.js I'll do. Now we are going to create a post API. Thanks Makan. Okay, router dot post like this, rick dot res. So we are creating the post route first, and so that we can use it, and like regress is there, let emp equal to new employee, and here to pass name is rec dot body dot name, comma position is rec dot body dot position, and dept is rec dot body dot dept. It is actually dept, or it will give me error. So because this will be exactly from what is there in the model, so it will be like this, and then after this is done, we are going to save it in the database, and it is very easy. Employee dot save error, comma doc is like this, if or then error in post data plus or else res dot send doc. So after that module dot exports equal to router. Okay, so This is done. Now, as I've told, we will implement everything through the index. So we'll come to index and const routes equal to require routes.js. It is in the same directory. I have not created a separate directory. I should have created a separate directory, but it's okay. And then after that, app.use employees, comma, routes. This routes I'm going to use. Okay, save it. Now it's time to test our routes, and we'll do it through our handy postman, because we have not yet created our front end. So we'll do it through the postman. Nope, nope. And let me create a new one. I was doing something. Post. Oh, I have to restart because I forgot. Because our nodemon is not working. I don't know why. And I'm used to it. So it is now okay. And employees, we are going to do the body, we are going to do the raw, we are going to do the JSON. Okay, so JSON we are going to do. And as JSON is in double quotes, name is Pia, comma, position is intern, and department is development. Now if everything is right, it will go through. Okay, because our MongoDB is also working here, and it was 200. Okay, so it has gone through, and this is coming. So let me also do one thing. Let me go here, and yeah, mean db. This is something which was created right now, because this is what the name, where is our yeah, this mean db is the name which we have taken. So I'll come here and employees collection, and it is coming fine. Okay, it is coming fine. And let me add one more. Nabindu founder development, and where is the refresh? Yeah, it is coming fine. Both of them are coming fine. Now let us create the get API also. So again, going back to the routes, and here we are going to have a get API. Let's have the get API on the top of it. So get API router dot get comma rec res employee dot find error comma doc if let me copy from here. If our error in get data error, and just sending it back. So the one of the main thing our get API is that you don't even have to use the postman. See, the route is same, but one thing which I have to do it again and again. That's a pain. I don't know why nodemon is not working. Something wrong I am giving, maybe. So localhost 3000 I have to give, and slash employees I have to give, and see, I'm getting it back, so it is working fine. So I could have tested through Postman also, but get API you can test directly from here, it is much easier. So now what we are going to do, we are going to have a code for a single employee. Okay, single employee we are going to have. So here we are, and routes again we are there. So we need something known as object id so that it can be changed, so it is required from the mongoose. So const object id equal to require mongoose dot types dot object id. Okay, object id types dot object id I have done. Now I'm going to get the code for get single employee. I don't know what it is giving. Router dot get slash id like this, comma rec res if object id dot is valid ric dot params dot id. So if the ric dot params dot id is valid, then because we are getting it through the params employee dot not find one, find by id. So find by id is also there in the this is all are mongoose things. Okay, so rec.params.id, we rec.params.id is actually what we get in the browser top. I will show. So browser bar which we get. Okay, so that is params. Okay, so again let me copy this thing because it is the same thing. Error in get employee by id. So error like this, and what I am going to have here, so I'm this if statement is there, is valid is there, so we are going to have another else also here, else return rest dot status 400 dot send no record found with rec.params.id. okay, it is giving me, but it is not giving me correctly the okay, it is like this, rec.params.id. So this all suggestions are generally given by this tab 9. So I have this tab 9, so it's a AI kind of a thing, I don't know, something is like that, and it gives me good suggestions. So this is done, and okay, so increase the font size a bit. Okay, so again I have to do it every time because the nodemon is not working. Node index.js I have done again. I know, why nodemon is not working. Wait, I know why nodemon is not working. I have forgot to do something. Actually, we have to do. It's a pain to run every time. I think something like this we have to do. If I remember correctly, nodemon node index.js we have to do. I think, if I'm not wrong, nodemon index.js. I forgot and I don't have the time to Google it. It's okay. Okay, so this is done. Get thing, I've just restarted it. So now let us see how that is working. So see, we have some IDs here. So this ID is there. So let me have another. So get will be there, and it will be like this. Employees only will be there in the get, but in the we'll have a params like this. So as I was telling, the params, so this is the params, direct.params, and this ID which we are getting. So this is the params which we are getting. So this params we are getting, and we don't have to do anything else, just have to send it, and we are getting the data back, status 2000. Okay, so getting a single data back. So now which we are going to do, we are going to have a delete a single employee, and so these two routes are remaining, and update a single employee. So delete and update are remaining. So let us do that. You can copy this. So delete, which should generally do at the end. No hard rule, but it's better to do at the end. So delete is there, because it will be exactly similar to this, so that's why I did it like this. Delete is their id it will get, and this we will get, and then find by id and remove is there. So this rec.params.id will go again, and everything else will be like this. Error in delete employee by id. So everything else, only this method is changing, and instead of get, it will be a delete, find by id, and remove will be there. Params.id, we have to again send it. Okay, so I will check the delete, but since I have to do it every time that doing that node, so I am lazy enough to do it 2 times. So let me do the put also, then I will do it. Okay, so put is for update API, put API like this, delete no, like router dot put. So put will also get a id. Okay, so object dot valid is there here also, object dot valid is there, but there will be some additional logics will be here. x.params.id is there. Okay, but let emp equal to name is rec.body.name, position is rec.body.position, department is rec.body.department. So department is rec.body.department. So we have got all those things. Then we will get employee.find by id, find by id, and update, and update is there, rec.params is there, but we'll get this employee also. So because these two parameters will be going, so how do we do this here in node? So this is the node code, and node.js code or express.js, whatever it is, express.js mainly, because node.js is by default, it is very difficult without express. Set is emp, set is emp, and the other thing is that we have to do with is new is true. We have to do new is true. We have to do, and then a comma like this. So it goes like this. Okay. So error in update employee by id, just this thing, find by id and update and put, and everything else will be same. Let me save it. Let me come here, save it, and node index.js I'll do now. Actually we are going to check both of them, so let me come here and so where am I? Okay. Okay, so this is get okay, we'll make the get as a delete only, and what I'm going to do, so delete also we have to pass like this, send it, status is okay, and if I want to check, go back, refresh it, delete it. Okay, so now we have to check the put also. So where am I? So let me put in the post because it will much easier. So this is there, put, and in put what we have to do, we have to do two things, and this body parser and all those things will be there, and here it will be like this. Position, let me change the position, founder and developer I have to do, and let me change my name also completely, Biswas, and then send it, and status is 200. Okay, how to check that it is done? Just come here and it is done. So the put is also okay. So we have created a backend in a no time, means 37-40 minutes we have created a backend. Okay, so let it run here, and I'm here, and I will create a front end, ng new front end folder dash dash no strict I'll do. Okay, so yes, I need Angular routing, and yes, I need to do CSS. So generally this takes a lot less time than creating a React app, which I have seen. So I'm doing it here, so or else it would have taken a lot of time. So let it be done, and then we are going to uh, what we are going to do, we are going to use Bootstrap, but in a different way. We are going to use something like ngx Bootstrap. So this is a package which we are going to use. So it's a very good way to use Bootstrap, and that also use the Bootstrap version 4. Version 4, as we all know, it is much more stable, and most people like to add this work on this version 4 only, and we do it. See, this manual way is very bad, but this we if we use the ng command and do it, so it will be very easy. So let me come back, and okay, it is done. So what I'm going to do, ng add, oh, I'm in the wrong directory actually. So cd front end. So this time this thing happens when you are like this. So in the front end, you should be in the front end, or else it would have installed outside. Outside there was nothing. Outside there are two folders, backend and the front end. ng add ngx bootstrap. I'll do. I don't know why it is asking this, and it will ask me to proceed. I'll proceed. Installing package. Package installed successfully. Okay, so we are in the front end folder, and let me do it with ng serve. Started with ng serve. Okay, let it get started. Okay, when it gets started, I will close it. So my front end folder is also done. Okay, so we have to create some component here. So we will not go the manual route, we'll create it with our git bash. Let me open it, git bash, let me close it. So here let me go to the front end folder, and here I will do ng-gc employee. So this employee I will do, and it will create a new employee and all those things, it will do it. Okay, so in the front end src app, employee will be created and everything will be there. And then the first thing which we are going to do is the app.component.html. We are going, okay, I want to see localhost 4200, and see it is showing like this. Okay, so we have to remove everything now. So this app.component is where from where everything comes. So I will come here, and then here let us use some bootstrap now. Nav dot navbar dot navbar light dot bg light. So like this it is been done, and dot container navbar brand href. I don't want, actually href I don't want. Employee management app I'll do, and after the navbar I will have app employee like this. Okay, app employee I'll do. Now go back, see this nice app bar is also there, navbar is also there, and employee works is coming from that component. Okay, so let me go back, and we have to come to the employee component. Employee works, so we don't want this just the employee works. Okay, so it will have a lot of logics. Okay, so let me have them. Okay, so let me go through them. The anyways the code will be there. Container row employee management call 6 and click, it will do a on add employee, and there is a add employees there. Then there is a horizontal row is there. Then this container contains everything. Then we have a row, and this column is there. Right now I don't want to do this because I'm not even done it. So let us do without this first. Let us see that it is working or not. Been to Biswas, we come back to it and do it. Actually, I mean the Biswas is there, and position. So let us first just see whether it is working or not. Developer is there, and right now I don't want this much logic, because I don't have this much logic actually. So this logic we are going to have soon. So the logic will be like, in developer the color will be different, and the designer, we are going to have designer and developers in a company. Only those two things we are going to have, and both of them the color will be different. Badge. These are all bootstrap actually, badge success and all. And development, let us put the development like right now, and this I'll do later on. Edit is okay, click is okay, delete, save it, and if I go back, fail to compile. Actually I have not done that. I know why it failed to compile. This on click is not there. Okay, we're soon going to have this, so it's okay. This it failed because of that. Okay, so after this we are going to show a model also, which through which we can do everything. So the model will be shown. Okay, all this container and all, after this the model will be shown. So let me have this model. Okay, dot model dot page dot show. Sometimes it's good to write some code for JavaScript, for this HTML, not JavaScript, this HTML. Class dot show equal to show model. I'm going to do, and then after that dot model dia dialog dot model dia log centered, like this, and it will have a role of, so these are all bootstrap thing document, so you can look into the how to create a model. So model dialog and model dialog centered is there, and after this we are going to have a dot model content, and inside it dot model header. Now inside the model header, h5 dot model title is add employee, and then button dot close, and here let us have a span which shows our cross. So span, it will be having this, and times, like this it will be having, and then area hidden equal to true, and click equal to on close model, like this. Type is of button, okay, type is of button, and so this a lot of bootstrap thing. Data dismiss equal to model and area label equal to close. Okay. So this is done, but it will still throw some error because we have not yet done a TypeScript file. So after this model is done, and after the button and all the model content, after this, so it will have model header also, and a form also will be there. So it will have some so this model through is we can add employees and all those things we can do. Okay, so this time a lot of CSS is there. So after this I'm going to have a form. Again a big form is there, so that's why I took it. So employee form, ng submit. So if you want to learn more about how to do all these forms and all, I have a complete Angular series, you can go through that. Okay, model body is there, form group is there, enter name, form control name, and if so it will give me some error, please enter name, and then form group, enter position, and form control. So it is like this, form control, and enter this again, this please enter position is there, enter department again, department will be select, so we can take the design or development, anything we are going to take. And then we have a model footer, and it is up by, it is okay, but then secondary data dismisses model, and close is there, and then a submit is there, in which edit mode will either show the update employee or add employee. Okay, so it will either update or add employee. So let me save it, and we are done with our big HTML file, and now it is time to do the TypeScript. So the TypeScript needed to be done. Okay, okay, so in the TypeScript, so ng on init is there here, emp form is form group is done, then show model is boolean is false is okay, edit mode and is again boolean and it is false, then private fb form builder import the form builder. Okay, imported the form builder. Then in the ng on it only we will do all of the form. So let me do that. This dot emp form equal to this dot fp dot group underscore id is like this, name is so what I'm doing, I'm just putting everything like it should be there. So we have something initially also, validators dot required is done. comma, so id which is coming from the database. Name, after this name it will be position, full stack developer, validators are required, and the last one will be dpt development will be there. So this is ng on init is there, and there is a submit is there on emp submit. So this one on emp submit is there. So after this ng on init is done, we'll have this ng on submit. So if this dot emp form dot valid is there, clg this dot emp form dot value, if this dot edit mode. So we are soon going to have some logic here. Right now let me leave it like this. Okay, so like this console I am doing. Okay, so it is okay. Now we have to add some more, or else it is still giving, it will still give some error. If I go back, see, it will still give some error because I know that a lot of things are still remaining. So functions are remaining, so it is giving error because of the functions. So this is done here. Then see this on add employee, this thing is giving error actually. On add employee, this dot show model equal to true, and there is a on close model is also there. So this might also be throwing error on close model, and this dot show model equal to false. Okay, and we have to do one more thing. Without it it will not actually work, because we have something known as here show model is there, this. So this class needed to be added, and this fade and show class needed to be added in the css file, or else it will not be shown. So let me add those. So model.fade.show display block, and background is like this, and card title also we are giving something. So let me do this, and we come back. Okay, it's still giving me error. emp form. Okay, oh, actually I got it. See, this is a very hard error to catch. See why it is giving me error. There is a reason for it, and this is actually a very hard error to catch. So there is a file like app.module.ts. Actually, if I would have not got this error earlier, I would not able to catch it. app.module.ts. So here you have to, this we are using the reactive form, so that we have to add it. The reactive form you have to add. Okay, so reactive forms module, this you have to add, because we are using reactive form. There is another template driven forms also in Angular that we are not using, so that you can check it out in my definitely in my series it is there. So see, compile successful is coming. See, this is also showing nice. And let another moment of truth. Okay, I don't like it so big. If I click here, it is showing the model and with everything, and it is also closing it, and it is showing with everything. So a lot of things are done and it is looking quite good. Okay, so now we'll add the logic to connect the backend and complete our main app. So the backend should be connected. So for that, we are going to have a, again we have to create a model first. So don't want this in the app folder only, in the app level. So in this level, not inside the employee, but in the app level, I will create employee dot model dot ts file, and here export interface employee underscore id string name string position string save it. Okay, so this is done, employee model.ts. Now we have to create a service. So we are going to create a service because it is always better to have a service and through it do the API call. So control J I will do, and front end I am there. So GS employee. So the service name will be also employee. So see, it has created employee.service.ts file. So we are there, employee.service.ts file. And now so all the everything is been done, injectable root and all those things have been done, which is a good thing. So URL will come, URL equal to our local host 3000. So our backend part employee we have to give. Okay, now in the constructor I have to give private http client. I have to give http client. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't comes this http client, I don't know why. Import http client from not angular http, it is angular, actually angular common http. It is like this, http client is from here, and constructor I have done. So I have to do a add employee is emp employee. So where is this employee coming? This is coming from that model, employee.model it is coming. And if it is done, then return this dot http dot post this dot url slash emp. So we are passing the emp here, post this dot url, and we're passing the employee data. Save it. Now yeah, okay, we have to again go to the app module because we have to include that http client also there. Okay, so after this I will come and http client module, http client module is done. Save it. Now model, let me close it. So employee component will come back here, and we're going to use that service. Okay, comma private emp service is employee service. Hope it is imported. Yeah, it is imported. Then on emp submit will come, and here we have to subscribe to it. Okay, so this dot emp service dot add employee, this dot employee dot value I'm doing, and then after that dot subscribe I'll do, and then rest is rest comma or which we are going to do like this. Let me remove this. Save it. So let me see if any error. No error is there. Add employee. Design. Inspect. Console. I will hit this side. Okay, it will not come actually. No, it will come. This, if it goes, it will come. Yeah, it is done. See, add employee is done, and it is coming. Okay, so it is coming. Let us do one more thing. Coming here, and the employee was also added. So from front end is also working fine. At least the post part is working fine. So we want to create an now thing to get all the employees. Okay, so again we have to go to the employee service, and so if it is connected, so it is working fine. So this will also work fine. Employee list like this, and return this dot http dot get, and generally we have to give this employee, it's array which we are going to receive, and this dot url is okay. This dot url, okay, so we are going to receive this array. So save it, and now we have to go to back to the employee component. Employee component, we are going back, and here employees is employee, not like this. I don't want it like this. Imported. Okay, employee is imported. Then ng on init this dot get this dot get employees. Actually we are going to create this function get employees. So after this ng on init get employees, So this dot emp service dot get employee list. So the get employee list which we have created dot subscribe res is employee with an array res and this dot employees equal to res. So this dot employees, this is equal to res, and on submit. Okay, here again on the employee submit we are again going to get it. So whenever we submit a new employee, so this dot get employees we are again going to call, and also we are going to call this dot on close model, because we want to close that model once someone submitted. So on close model is already defined, save it. But now we have to do a lot of things in our HTML. So we'll go to there our HTML, and here where we are, here. So here I have hard coded everything, so we don't have to hard code everything, we have to show it. So first we'll have ng for, so it is suggesting me, but I don't, why to take employee every time. So let me take item of employees. So ease is important because this is the array. Okay, so it's not always you should, it's okay, I can take employee, but I want to show that you can take anything. Item dot name like this, developer is item dot position, and development is item dot department. And as I've told earlier that I want the red and green to be different depending upon what is coming. So let us have that, and we are going to use that directive of ng class for that. So like this, badge success, if badge success is there, then item dot department equal, if item dot department is design, then badge success will be there, or badge danger will be there if it is not designed. So badge danger will shown for development. Okay, so that is the edit and all is okay, save it. Now let us go back to the local host here, and everything is okay. See, both of the employees are showing perfectly, and this green color and red color is also showing perfectly. So most of the logic is working, means get and post, both of them are working. Okay, full stack developer, development, add employees, and it is also working fine. So it's closed the model, and the fast thing is, see, you can see how fast it is. Okay, so this is done. Now we will add the logic to delete an employee. So in the here we are going to go no, in service we have to go, and then here delete employee id I'm going to pass, and then return this dot http dot delete dollar this dot url backslash dollar id. So like this, we are taking the id, and after this delete we are passing it through the id, and the id is important, as we know. Is save it, and now in the ts file we'll go employee.component.ts file, and here after submit and all those things I can do on delete employee. So let's have a confirmation box also. Confirm. Oh, it is giving good thing. I don't want sure you want to delete this employee. Good. It gave me this thing. Sometimes this AI things are very good. Okay. So like this, I'll do this dot emp service dot delete employee id dot subscribe. So this id you have to pass, so it is giving error. So id you have to pass, id is coming here, and then after this res this dot get employees. So after deleting we are going to get this, and comma or is or save it, and we have not yet created this, so we have to create this employee component. We have to go, and this danger, it is there here. We have to do this click equal to on employee delete, and it will be item. We are getting this item dot underscore id, because we are getting this underscore id from the backend like this. So we have to do it like this. Item dot underscore id is very important, so I will do this, and let's see. Yeah, no errors. So let me delete. It is giving me the pop-up, so it is working, it is going there, and it is deleting also. And if I go here, actually okay, it is deleted, but delete is also working fine. So now we'll have the edit feature of the employee. So again we have to go back here, save it. So see how easy it is to create a mean app. Okay, it is not that much tough. Update employee, but it will not get only the id, it will get the emp of a employee this dot http dot, okay, not rmp, it is emp, and http dot put, and yeah, it is giving me error because it requires the data also. So this is we are taking the id, we'll take the id from here only. Employee dot underscore id we'll take from here, and we have to do a comma, and we have to pass the, because put request required both things, the employee's id also, and that, as we've seen in the postman. So we will require both of them, and then after that employee component.ts file we'll go. So we have to use that patch thing we have to use, so which we have learned in the Angular tutorial. I have the complete series on Angular, so in that we have learned. So on here, so we are going to have a edit employee here first. So on edit employee emp employee. So it's nearly 1.5 yeah, because I, as I told, this is a mean project, this takes time. This dot edit mode equal to true, this dot show model equal to true, and this dot emp form dot patch value is emp. So this patch value is there, it is emp. So on employee submit is everything is so as I've told, we are going to have two modes. So if the edit mode is there, so we have to do the update employee, okay, or else what we have to do, or else we have to do this add employee. So what I'm going to do here, this add employee, I don't want this many console logs, okay, no problem. Anyways, this if employee dot valid is there, actually first thing first, this all things should be moved here. Second thing is that this subscribe is ending here, this thing should move to the else part, it will move. And similarly, let me remove it. What will happen, in the edit mode is there, then it is not add employee, it is update employee. And yeah, so we are passing the employee, anyways we are getting the ID from here. So update employee is like this, subscribe and get employee and close model and all those things. Okay, save it. And the thing is that we don't have this on edit employee even on our employee.html. I am here, employee.html, and here this show model is there. So it is definitely, it is above it. So where is my edit? Yeah, here is edit. Click equal to this on edit employee, and here I have to pass the item. I will pass the item. Okay, I'll pass the item. And one more thing which we did it here. So let me copy this thing. Where there is where is add employee, so edit mode, it is update employee or add employee. Yeah, it is much better, update employee or add employee. Edit mode is there, then update or add. Save it. Now moment of truth, come back here and see update employee is coming here, update employee is coming here, and it is working fine, and it is working fine. So with this we completed our long mean app. So we did everything from backend we created to front end we did, and it is a complete thing. Means I think there is one thing which you can do as an exercise. When you click on it, I want the, you can show the single employee some root or something, which I think we have created backend for it, but no front end. So that you can do, or else it's a complete employee management system. Addition is working, addition is working, delete is working, edit is working, everything is working, and it is too fast also. And we created it within 1.5 hours. Okay, I started at 2, it's 3:25 now. So I hope you liked it, and please do subscribe to my channel if you find it interesting. And I am going to have a mini Angular bootcamp next Sunday. So the timing, I think timing will be around 11:30 am. I'm going to change the timing a bit, and it will be completely 8 hours boot camp will be there, and in which I am going to cover everything in Angular. So if you are into Angular and if you want to learn Angular, so you can do that boot camp. It's a 1-day boot camp, and complete 8-hour boot camp, and it will be means and it is quite cheap, and I will paste the link for that. So that is there, and with this I will end today's stream. If you not subscribe to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel so that I can produce more videos like this. And all of you are asking for more React.js video, React.js projects and JavaScript projects. Anyways, I'm Angular, I'm almost done. Another one project I think I'll give right now, and then after that all the JavaScript projects and Angular projects will be there. 2 days back I made a very good music player in JavaScript. You should all go through it, and it's an awesome, it's a piece of art. So you should go through it and see it out. And thank you. I'll